name's Tori and welcome back to my channel. And as promised, we are back at Chicago Union Station for a very special trip. For the next 52 hours, I will be riding on the California Zephyr Amtrak train. It's going from Chicago through Denver, Utah, into San Francisco. If you've been around for a while, you know that I love to travel and explore, but as you saw in my last video, I have a bit of an injury. And while my boot has restricted my mobility a little bit, I didn't want to miss out on all the beautiful autumn colors out west this fall. And looking at the list of trains, 383 is where we're gonna go. Made it on the train, no issues. I walked into the train station and I was pretty paranoid. I didn't know exactly where I was supposed to go, so I had to ask a couple people, found a spot. Then I saw a sign saying that the train I was riding, train number 5, was departing out of, I think, D gate or something. What are they called? D lane? D track, that's what they're called. And so we lined up, got a number correlating to the coach seat, came up the stairs on the train, and now we are here. After Chicago, the train is still pretty empty. There are empty seats and there are people sitting in one seat of 2. I'm actually supposed to be in the seat in front of me, but I didn't want to bug my neighbor with my video. My seat is also very close to the stairs, which are right there, and then there is a place I think you can get some water, which will be handy. And then you can see that there are seats with massive windows and seats that are kind of between the windows, and unfortunately the seat that I'm assigned to is similar to this one that we're looking at right now. So let's hope that the train stays pretty empty and I can sit in a big window seat for the majority of the trip. If not, I think we'll be fine. I think the space between the windows might actually be pretty comfortable at night. These seats are super spacious. I mean, I am 5'3", 5'4", and my feet don't even touch the seat ahead of me. You can recline the seats back like this one seat right here, and then if it's sitting up straight, it's like this. They have tray tables that come out and extend. And then there are also foot stands here that you can rest your feet on, as well as little pockets. All in all, very comfortable, spacious, and like probably double the size of a plane. And if you're sitting in front of the wall, you also get little footrests. They don't seem to have areas to put stuff in a little pocket like this, which I find to be very convenient. This initial stretch, we're going from Chicago to Omaha, Nebraska. I'm expecting a lot of farmland, gorgeous fall leaves, and honestly pretty boring. But that's coming from a Midwestern girl, so I'm used to this. Gorgeous nonetheless. You may be wondering, where do you go to the bathroom if you are on a train for 52 hours straight? Luckily, they have bathrooms right on the first level. The first bathroom I walked into, I had a little bit of trouble opening the door. You had to pull pretty hard, but it was pretty nice, very spacious. I could do like a full circle around in the bathroom. was pretty clean, but again, we are 3 hours into our journey. And then I kept walking and saw 3 additional doors leading to more bathroom. There was one bathroom changing area, then there was another bathroom that either gender could go into, and now I'm sitting in the ladies' sitting room, ladies' lounge, I think that's what it said on the door. And let me show you around really quickly. So you walk in here, there's a restroom here for changing tables, but this is really helpful for nursing mothers or mothers that have to change children. Then there is a nice large vanity if you need to do your makeup. This will be very nice when I wash my face later tonight. And then there is a pretty big comfortable seat. I could definitely see myself coming down here a couple more times during my little journey just to stretch the legs and give my neighbor some space. Let's go check out more of the train. Here is a glimpse at the lower level seating area. It actually doesn't look like anyone's in here right now. And then right where you enter the train, you can also store your larger pieces of luggage. So if it doesn't fit in the overhead area or under your seat, no problem. About 11 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We are right outside Omaha, Nebraska for one of the first major stops where a lot of people get off, and we have a 12-minute break here. I'm just really looking forward to the pause so I can add some details to some of my watercolors. The train is a little bumpy, which makes it difficult. I stopped my tour a little short earlier today after the bathrooms because there were just a ton of people in the public spaces and I wanted to respect everyone's privacy. But right now I am the only person in the observation car. So I'll show you around. So right now I am set up in one of the booths. I have all of my food for the 52 hours in that green bag. I'm very glad I brought it. Over there is a doorway to the dining area, and you can only enter the dining area right now post-COVID if you are in a sleeping car, and then past that is the sleeping cars. And I was really hoping that you could see the stars in this car, but I think we either put out too much light or the train track has too much light pollution, so we can't see it. Then you walk through, and then they have a bunch of really nice seating areas. You can put your feet up on that bar, which is super nice. Put down your drink. Then they have, and then there is a staircase right there going to the lower level of this car where they have snacks, beverages, a bathroom, and more seating with tables, and also water and cups, which are very convenient. And then the cab just keeps going. And then we'll just sneak a peek inside the dining cars right there. Let's see if it'll focus. I think I got pretty lucky that the train isn't too busy right now. I've watched other people's videos taking this train where their time in this observation car was limited to 2 hours at a time, and I've actually been in here most of the day, and I don't feel super confined like I would on a boat or a plane. I feel like I have plenty of room to walk around, and the windows make it very, very open, and you almost feel like you're outdoors in some areas. After the short pause in Omaha, I'm going to add some quick details to my watercolors, probably hit the hay in my seat, crawl over my neighbor who is sleeping, and look forward to tomorrow. We hit Denver tomorrow morning, and I'm so excited to sit in this car and look at the mountains. Good morning from Denver. I spent my first night on the train and it was a pretty good night's sleep. I think I slept for about 7 hours, only woke up a couple of times. Overall, it was fairly comfortable. Now we're in Denver for a quick pit stop. People are getting off the train, people are getting on the train. I'm stretching my legs. Unfortunately, it's a little overcast this morning, so I'm hoping that the clouds will pass and it will be a beautiful day so I can enjoy the mountains from the viewing car. I also think I may be the most underdressed person here. It is, I don't know, maybe like 50 degrees. I may be totally off, but I can see my breath. And I am wearing shorts still. Okay, I was totally off, and it's actually 38 degrees Fahrenheit. And one of the conductors actually came out and looked at me funny and made a comment that I was wearing shorts in the middle of winter. But I'm a Wisconsin girl, so I can definitely tough it out. Plus, you know, I'm sitting all day, and with my boot, it just makes it easier and more comfortable. I've been hanging outside of Denver Union Station, getting some fresh air, stretching my legs, and I met Tim. And Tim is a Vietnam veteran. And thank you for your service. He served for 2 years there, originally from Iowa. And now what do you do here?
I work here. Amtrak.
It's a great place to work. And here has a friend.
All right, Tori, you're looking good. Beautiful.
Thank you, Tim. Okay, your turn.
Okay. Tori, what's your name?
Oh, it looks awesome. Working it. Tim the train guy. All right, going back on the train. Okay, back on the train, and I just wanted to show you the sleeping arrangements. So you're able to put up the footrest by pressing this little lever here, and actually I don't know if I can do it while holding the camera. Pull up the lever and then you pull up the little seat rest, and it works really well with this other seat rest, which you have to press this button down and put that there, and then your feet have a spot, a nice line from this leg rest. So leg rest, I don't know if I accidentally said seat rest before, foot rest, and then you can also recline pretty far back. This is the coach sleeping position. Reclined back,
okay,
leg rest, and then a nice little foot rest.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Start getting us some snow here shortly.
We're back in the observation car a little further west from Denver, and we've hit snow. Our conductor also informed us that we will be going through a plethora of tunnels, and we've already been through the first one, which is appropriately named Tunnel Number 1. We just entered the Moffat Tunnel, which will take us to the Continental Divide. It is 6.2 miles long, and the conductor told us we're not allowed to open the doors between the cars because our own diesel fumes may get in, which no one wants. Our second Colorado stop for today is Fraser, Colorado, which is right outside of Winter Park. It is 8,574 feet, the highest train stop in the United States. I was trying to walk around a bit in the snow and I forgot that there is a toe opening in my boot, and now my toes are a little cold. But it's time to reboard, and I'm looking forward to taking in all of the other mountain scenery. Made it to Grand Junction, Colorado, our last Colorado stop for the evening, and there's a little convenience store, so people are picking up some snacks or any little things that they forgot when they were packing. It's just right in there and it is packed. I love this old Grand Junction train station. It looks like they are currently restoring it, so maybe next time I'll have to come back to Grand Junction and check out a renovated train station. When you go from car to car, you press this button and the door opens. And it actually looks like you can kick it as well. And that's what goes to the next car. The train also has a little snack area where you can buy some drinks, some sandwiches that will be reheated. You can buy alcoholic beverages as well as other snack items. Honestly, I just recommend bringing your own food. Good morning. It is Friday and I'm still on the train. Last night I actually ended up going to bed pretty early. I was tired, believe it or not, from just staring out the window, trying to take in and capture all of the beautiful scenery. I do want to note that last night I saw the most incredible sunset that I've seen in my entire life. It started out yellow and lush and transitioned to this stunning deep red that casts a shadow over the mountains, this purpley blue hue. And I also slept pretty good last night. My neighbor had gotten off in Denver, so I had 2 seats to sprawl out. I used all of the different lifts, the foot hold, the leg rest, the recliner. It was pretty flat and very comfortable. I slept pretty much through the night, starting at about 8 o'clock p.m. until now. Although I did wake up a couple times, one time around 4 a.m. and I looked out the window and saw that we were not moving. And then I woke up again at 6 a.m. and looked out the window again and it was the same scenery. So I'm not sure if we had a breakdown or if we're simply taking a break, which is not likely because I did not see that in the itinerary. So I'm going to get ready and figure out what's going on. Stay tuned. So this gentleman over by the bathroom showed me how to open up these emergency exit windows, and luckily the train is moving again. And it's also sunrise. And whose bucket list item is not doing this? We made it to Reno, Nevada. Turns out our train was not broken down. We were just waiting on the other freight trains. Evidently, the freight trains own the railways, so they get the right of way, and we just wait. So now we are about 3 hours behind, which according to the people that are working on the train isn't too bad because sometimes they're upwards to 10-12 hours behind. As it stands, we will be in Emeryville, which is right outside of San Francisco, and our final destination at about 7 p.m. So I think we may miss the sunset, which is a little bit of a bummer, but maybe we'll get a great view on the train. Also, another little update, I got a little slap on the hand for having the window open. They were saying, just please don't do that. So I'm glad I got the experience while it lasted. Definitely crossed that off my bucket list, and something I'll always remember, a sunrise in Nevada, sticking my head out the train. We're back in the observation car, and I am very excited because we're gonna go through the Donner Pass in about an hour. So I wanted to snag a seat before it got too busy and find a window, hopefully, that doesn't have a lot of dots. Made it to the Sacramento train station. This is our last leg stretching stop before we make it to our final destination. This last stop, getting to Sacramento, was very beautiful. We went through the Donner Pass, we saw Donner Lake, and I had the pleasure of sitting next to this woman who is extremely educated and trained. She actually works at the Sacramento Train Museum. She was telling me all of the best places to sit on the train, her past experiences taking trains for years and years, as well as some tidbits of history. This next stretch between Sacramento and Emeryville, where I will be getting off, and is actually the end of this whole train ride journey for the California Zephyr, is supposed to be a little more boring, a little more residential, so the best parts are definitely in the past. And although, you know, the best parts are already over, I'm still enjoying this trip and looking forward to seeing what this next stretch brings. Hopefully a really good sunset. I'm gonna actually eat my words and say that last stretch was very beautiful. We saw the sunset and even glimpses at the Golden Gate Bridge. But now it's getting dark and there's not much more to see. You can see glimpses of the water, and I would love to see this stretch during the daylight so I can see it in all its glory. But alas, we're about 20-30 minutes out. We have one more stop before our final destination in Emeryville, and just packing up and taking this whole train journey in, and, you know, finding a bus to make it to San Francisco. overall, I loved my time on the train. I never got bored. I spent a lot of time talking to people from all over the country and world, learning about trains, learning about the different places that we were going through, taking time to think, reflect, do some art, and, you know, just take in the beautiful fall colors and America and how gorgeous it is in all its nature. I can't say enough good things about my train trip, and I would recommend it to anyone that is looking to take a unique way across the country. I have a lot of good tips for riding the Amtrak and coach, and I'm thinking about doing another video just on what I learned and my top recommendations if you decide to take this journey. So let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd like to see. And with that, I think I'm going to end this video now. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.